Boy, this statistic really puts perspective on a problem that's much worse than we think it is. Every time you count to 40, a child disappears or is abducted. Many never get back home. 600,000 adults go missing each year.
It really is pretty scary. So today we're raising awareness for the missing in an effort we call Unsolved San Antonio. And at the bottom of your screen are confirmed missing person cases from San Antonio Police and the Bexar County Sheriff's Office. We're including every face we can.
Marvin Hurst is here to explain the stories you're going to see in all of our newscasts today. Marvin.
Good morning, Barry and Sarah. You know, this series was supposed to air on May 25th, National Missing Children's Day, but we all know the day before that mass tragedy struck Uvalde. So we finally get a chance to bring you the series fattened out just a little bit. Unsolved San Antonio covers cases that have not been resolved, but could be. We start this morning with the last executive director of the Heidi Search Center. It closed 4 years ago for financial reasons, and this morning she is sharing the impact of not having a core group to advocate for those who have vanished.
It's the hardest work I've ever done.
Why do you say that?
There was never a stop or never a cease in the amount of people that needed help. And every phone call was an urgent matter. Every phone call was some parent begging for help for their child, or even if their child was an adult, it's usually a parent that called. I think people don't often understand that when your child is missing, that's not, oh, well, at least they're not dead. Some people actually say that. It's actually worse, because there is no peace. There is no end.
Does the missing, as we call it, does that affect everyone?
The missing does affect everyone. In fact, so many times people would come in my office and say, I never dreamed I need your help. It doesn't just apply to low-income people or high-income people or educated or uneducated, west side, north side. Our cases came from everywhere.
What do you think the closure of the Heidi Search Center has done for the missing in this area?
I tell you, still I choke up sometimes when I talk about it, because there wasn't another group in our area that would do what we did. And I'll still get calls because I kept our Facebook page and at least let people know we're not there and try to guide them or help them. And I tear up every time a parent says, I need more flyers, and I don't have a way to get them. Because that's one thing that seems so simple that we provided. No one ever paid for flyers with us. And I made sure everybody's little girl, little boy went out with full color photos missing. We did a whole lot of things, but for some reason those flyers just choked me up, because you realize there's a parent driving around desperately looking for their child like a needle in a haystack. And they have nothing to leave behind and say, please call me if you see my kid. And so that's not.
Did you know that the Sheriff's Office has one designated deputy who covers missing person cases? The sheriff explains his satisfaction with that one person and possibly expanding that unit. Plus, an exclusive tonight at 10, the San Antonio police detective who investigated the disappearance of little Nicholas Plaza, the boy who was 5 years old when he vanished back in October 2001. This is the detective. He's retired now. He helped put Nicholas's mother and boyfriend in prison. The child's body has never been found. In his first interview ever on the case, George Sadler gives us insight that we have never heard before in the tragedy of Nicholas Plaza. That's tonight at 10. Right now, if you have any information about any of the faces that you are seeing scrolling there on the bottom of your screen, call the San Antonio Police Department's Missing Persons Unit at 210-207-7660 or the criminal investigators at the Sheriff's Office at 210-335-6070.